Guys, heavy things lightly today. Check this out.
A simple fisherman spotted a tourist and his wife stuck in the river sludge. He rushed to help them and first took their expensive camera and shooting gear to the dry part of the area. Could have easily taken everything. As we see, they were completely helpless. They couldn't have done nothing. They couldn't have stopped him whatsoever. But his virtuous soul was aiming higher than that. He returned trying to save them, but it was hardly easy.
If you can't see this, a man is speaking as you see a sludge-filled river thing. I think this is in Indonesia. And you can hear the narrator talking about a young boy that's come out to help these people trapped in the sludge who had been taking pictures. If you're watching it, which I highly recommend, it'll all become clear why I'm doing this today on Heavy Things Lightly. Let's watch.
The man was old, heavy, and deeply sunk in that mud. Many human beings, unfortunately, if we're in that young man's shoes, they would have taken advantage of the situation. But this young man knew that lending a helping hand to a person in need is a fortune, and that humility is an ornament.
Humility is an ornament or an armament. What you're seeing right now, in case you're listening to this, is this young kid can't get this old guy and his wife, who are clearly not from Indonesia or wherever this is. They're like white European, Northern Europeans, and they've come to take pictures, and they're stuck, like in a kind of a dangerous way. And humility is an ornament.
Then we see he decided to take away the old lady's belongings so they don't get ruined by the dirt. Again, he could have taken the bag with whatever in it. Here he returns again to resume his rescue mission. And this move, in this particular moment here, is by God astonishing. See how beautiful humanity can be. See the marvelousness of selflessness. He ultimately used his own body as a slab for them to step on.
If you can't see this, the guy took the lady's bag. Now, so the young guy can walk around on the mud. The other two are stuck in it, deep in it. And he just took her bags and then came back. Yeah. And now, if you can't see, it gets crazy.
He was not thinking about who these people were, what is their origin, what brought them to my country. I think it's in him by instinct that whoever saved the soul, it should be regarded as though he had saved all mankind, as the Quran says. And it shows that he felt towards them as if they were his own mother and father, regardless of race, color, and religion. And as much as his body was soiled in that sludge, his soul must have been elevating high in the sky, for that's indeed a noble deed.
See him struggling? The old guy is using his back to crawl himself out of the mud. And the young guy, who doesn't know them, is laying face down in this sludge.
And now he made it. Thank you, son. Thank you, ma'am. And that was it. Did he bargain? Did he wait for something in return? A commission, maybe? Impossible. Not this man. This guy is different. Different to those. The world is all about materialistic gain. Now, his humanitarian mission is accomplished. He left with grace. and clear, satisfied conscience.
A clear, satisfied conscience. So, go back and watch the video again. Just rewind this. I started with this video. Probably one of the greatest things on YouTube. Maybe it's the only reason YouTube exists. Please, if you're watching, if you're listening, go watch, because today I wanted to talk about the Epstein files. And that's my commentary. You have a perfect explanation of hospitality. You've come, you're stuck, I'm here for you. You can literally put my face into the sludge so that you can remove yourself from it. This is it. This is how we heal. This is it. This is it. And so what's it got to do with the Epstein files on Heavy Things Lightly? Well, what we have is, in our work, our guys go and they live for 2 years, and they live in mud huts. They get malaria. They live simply. Why? Because they're putting their self on right down to the ground. And when you do that, you become a platform by which others can also relate and be one with you. And what happens is that humanity then is like, it's like drawn out of the things around the humble. Humanity's drawn out, like an antidote to like a poisonous snake bite. You put it on the wound and it draws the venom out. And so when we lay down and when we're humble, like this video, again, go watch it. If you watched it with me right now, then you probably got a little emotional. I do. Easy. I'm a baby, though. This guy's drawing out the venom that we find in our societies. And he's drawing it out in perfection. And you notice the guy quoted, he's like it says in the Quran. If that sort of triggered you, you shouldn't get triggered by that. I didn't pick this because it says that. I'm an Orthodox Christian. I picked this video because it's a moving icon of how the world is designed. It's how healing happens. And this image is old, right? From the beginning of time, from the moment that the creation became a thing, God knew that this would be the image by which all of creation would make sense. And what's really cool is this video captures it. And so the Epstein files is what happens to human beings when they reject this. When their habit of life becomes to see this as folly. It's what happens to the elite, not just in the old world, but in the new world, and then not just in the new world, but in the old world. Human beings are subject, especially human beings who have wealth and power, are subject to this risk, to this temptation. They're subject to the risk that this kind of life, humility, is folly. Nietzsche talks about this. He's like, the problem with Christianity is that they actually act as the weak act. They try to put on weakness. And he says, they tell a beautiful story. The problem is it's the story of weakness. And now that their God is dead and people no longer believe, then it's time to build strength. And what has happened is the elites, the people who have either taken the power or have been given the power, they have no habit of humility. Now you might go like this, duh, John, that's what happens. I know. What I'm trying to say, though, is all the other narratives, the narratives of we have a constitution. Okay, great, thanks. We have, the tradition of freedom. We are wealthy and we have stuff we need. Yeah, America number one because we have lots of power, because we have lots of guns. All these other narratives, they can't renew the thing that we're currently calling us. Those narratives can't renew us. This video is the answer to the question of the Epstein files, which is, why are they covering this up? Because they have no habit of humility. They being, including Donald Trump, which, by the way, is ironic because he's the guy number one on the list of lacking the habit of humility. Like, I'm a New Yorker. This is not like newsflash. This was always the guy. So the question's not whether he's got your back, MAGA, or whether he's got your back, conservatives, or whether he hates you, liberals. The question, none of that is important. It's when shit gets hard, what will be his habit? What will be the habit of the people that he surrounds himself with? This is not the habit they have. I don't know how to explain it to you. And you may be saying, like a Machiavellian man, you might be saying no leader can have the habit of humility. But this is not true. It's not true if you believe in the narrative, well, at least the narrative of goodness that you find in the architecture of the Orthodox Church, because the architecture surrounds you with people who have power. There's a lot of icons of people in our tradition that are actually super powerful and remembered for their humility. It's possible. It's rare. And this particular character, who we call our leader, some people thought he was one of those people. It's not possible. He's not that guy. And I know people are like, oh, God can lift him up. Well, God doesn't turn his creation into robots. No offense. Now, maybe I don't know enough about good Sir Donald Trump. I don't know. I know one thing. His words do not demonstrate humility on any level, ever. This is the answer to the problem of the Epstein files. Someone's going to have to be a martyr. Someone's going to have to go face down. I'm not just talking about getting shot. Someone's going to have to be willing to say, I won't do this anymore. And I'm going to expose all those people who do. Maybe it's Trump. This is my podcast. Watch the video again, because the actual leader we need is in the mud. And his hospitality has healed these people. And that's what we need. Hey, guys, I didn't do a commercial. I'll put it in right now. Andrew, after I say these words, play the commercial. The commercial is for our eBay store. It's brought to you by my daughter, Nepotism. She explains what you can do to help First Things.
It's finally warming up. The sun is out, the air is crisp. Spring must be any day now. Overwhelmed with that one closet full of junk? Have you almost been eaten by your clutter? It's time to finally go through those boxes and storage you've been neglecting. You'll be surprised what you find. Instead of throwing out these used items, you can donate them to us, First Things Foundation. 5 easy steps. We partnered with eBay Charity to list your items for 100% donation when purchased through our storefront. First, find the items you wish to donate. Step 2, take 2 to 5 pictures of your item. Step 3, email me, Nico Heers, at first-things.org. This is where you can include as much information about the selected item as possible, including the year you originally bought it, worth, product type, damage if any, and size. Don't forget to attach those pictures you took earlier. Once you've sent the email, you can sit back and relax. We'll list your item for you and be in communication with any possible buyers. Once it's purchased, we'll follow up with an email and prepaid shipping label for you to attach and send your item off. Step 5. Package it up, attach the label, and drop off at your local post office. With those easy steps, you've not only cleaned out your closet, but you've contributed in assisting local visionaries in their quest for a better life.
Art of Tamina, November 6, 7, 8, 9. Write me. That's the event in Florida. Our speakers are Andrew Gould, architect and philosopher, Jonathan Pageau, artist. icon carver, and philosopher. They'll be joining us for the whole weekend. And I think they're families. And guess what? You can be a part of it. Those are just 30 tickets on the beach. Write me an email if you want to reserve. They are being sold now. The second event is a big cultural invite. I've hired a production company. We're going to be selling tickets the end of July for October 24th and 25th. That's the Art of Tamadant in Greenville at the restaurant. Live music, Dirt Poor Robbins. Georgia Heers, the jazz singer. I know about her too. She's good though. I'm just saying it. We have local players, including a bluegrass band that we're working on right now. 7 tables during the weekend. On Friday, on Saturday, all day long. Buy a ticket. Support First Things. It's a benefit. We've got a pottery class we're brewing up where you're actually going to make a qvevri in the Georgian tradition. And we've got cooking classes all weekend at the restaurant on the green. It's going to be fun. Guys, much love to you. Consider First Things Foundation when you consider a donation to anything in the whole world. Come find us. Peace.